We still, even though after everything that we've learned about the Fast and Furious program, after it's been, reportedly, I mean, has it been shuttered officially by the administration? Because we still keep seeing instances where these firearms that were given to track and locate Mexican drug cartel bosses, that they're still showing up at these crime scenes, and then now we have this development with Garland, Texas.
Well, sure, Dana. Supposedly it has been ceased and has been for a couple of years, but it's like feathers in the wind. Once those weapons are out there, you don't just go out and do a recall like you would if you were General Motors. So there's still lots of those weapons out on the, in the cartels in Mexico, as well as in criminal hands in probably America, as well as the cartel areas in Mexico.
One of the most significant things that I saw about this, Nadir Sufi and his partner, they had been on a watch list. And in fact, Sufi, when he went to purchase a firearm from the shop Lone Wolf that was working to sell illegally firearms to Mexican cartels, he had a 7-day hold put on his ability to purchase this gun. That was reported by the LA Times, but for some reason that hold was lifted. It was supposed to be a 7-day hold. It was lifted within 24 hours. How does that happen?
Well, I think it was all part of the plan. I mean, there's a number of stories very similar to that about how firearms were actually purchased illegally, how they got into the hands of what were suspected to be criminal elements and even terrorist elements, as in the case of Sufi. Now, I think it's important also to understand that these weapons that have been allowed to be sold through these dealers that are doing so in a very illegal kind of way, as in the case of Sufi, these weapons are not necessarily what Sufi had. So I just want to let the record be straight on this, that it is not confirmed yet that Sufi, even though he bought one in 2010, it is not confirmed that he actually used it in the commission of the crime in Garland, Texas. He was actually armed, at least what was visible, with an assault rifle, and what he bought from the Lone Wolf gun market was a 9mm pistol. That said, it doesn't, and I say all of this because those that are skeptical are going to immediately say, A, this whole program started under George Bush. It did not.
Right.
B, that you haven't proven that he used this weapon in the commission of this act of terror in Garland, Texas on the 3rd of May. That is true. It hasn't been proven, but it doesn't matter. The fact is, this guy was known for both drug abuse as well as domestic violence. He had a record, and that's why they put a hold on him. And then within 24 hours, they took it off. What were they trying to do? They were targeting people like him. They were trying to get these weapons in the hands of criminal elements and terrorists in order to make the case that the guns that were going to the cartels in Mexico, that the guns that were causing all the deaths in Mexico were coming from America. And that's not true either. The reality is they're coming off the international arms market. They're coming out of Brazil. They're coming out of Central Europe. They're coming out of Venezuela and places like that. This whole thing just reeks.